Hey guys, it's Rachel again. I figured I would go ahead and finish what I started. Excuse me. I figured I would come on and finish what I had started with the live stream today. And when it started glitching on my phone, I stopped the live stream with making just the two cards because I am a little skittish still on doing the live stream. And I was afraid if I kept going, it might cut out completely. So I did the first two in the live stream. A copy has been available if you want to go back and watch that one. But for this one, I'm just doing a quick intro and then I'm going to make the remaining three cards and then I'll come back on, talk about what I did a little bit, and then just do a recap of all the five cards that I made for today. So we can kind of consider this live stream part two. Um, the creating of the cards and stuff, I'll do the usual and put it to music, and that way that part can be on speed up, especially since you've already sat and seen the first part where I'm talking while I'm working on the live stream. So I'll kind of mix it up a little bit. So I am using bits from Festive Treasures, some bits from the card kit from last year, as well as bringing in the Winter Wishes papers to continue showcasing all of the things because the Winter Wishes is now available. That was released as of October 1st. And as far as I know, there are still some available. But again, supplies are always while they last. When they sell out, they sell out. Festive Treasures is the same thing. That's one of the kits that is on sale for 25% off. You do not need a coupon code for that. The 25% off of the Festive Treasures kit will be calculated at time of checkout. So, that being said, I'm going to stop here, go to the card making, and like I said, I will come back on at the end, go over what I did with the other three cards, and then do a recap of the first two with you guys. So, I will see you in a bit. Okay, I am back with the final three cards. So this is the cards that I did for Livestream part two. So the first one I had in my stash left over from last year. This was part of the card making kit for the Festive Treasures, and I had pre-embossed this silver metallic paper, but I never ended up using it. But I'm kind of glad because it worked out perfectly as a way to showcase the wreath from the Festive Treasures elements. So I just put it on the background in the middle, and there was a Merry Christmas sentiment that was embossed into the paper, but because it was silver, you really couldn't see it. So to bring the sentiment out, I just went ahead and covered it with a Happy New Year sentiment from the foil pack that I got in this year's card making kit with the Winter Wishes. And I just attached it right over it, no sweat. And then I came in with two of the silver pearlized paper from last year. I cut it down to two strips. I want to say it's half an inch or 3/4 of an inch. I can't remember now. Because again, I think I said that in the live stream. I don't measure much, so I'm not entirely sure. But I wanted them just big enough to cover in the white space on top and below the focal point, but I didn't want them to cover the rest of the card, if that makes sense. So I just cut two strips and then attached it to fill it in. And then this one is done because I don't really need any bling because of the paper being metallic that the wreath is on. And I was going to come in with the glossy accents, but I'm like, well, that's silly because you have the metallic paper. So I didn't really have to add anything else. So that is card number 3 and what I did to create that one. Then this one, I really loved the snowman paper, and I don't know that I used it yet. I can't remember from the other cards that I made right now. I have to see them to remember what I did. But I took the section on that paper that has the little row of the snowmen, cut it down to fit the inside to bring some of the detailing on the inside. Then also on the inside, I brought the sentiment in because I wasn't going to have room for it on the front. And then here and here, I took the extra little snowman because I didn't want to throw them out. So I put them down in the corner, edged it with some more of the clear glitter peel-offs from, left from Lizzie. And then I fussy cut out a larger image of the snowman to use as the focal point on here. And to keep him from looking like he was kind of floating in outer space, I brought in these holly berries. They are already on foam tape, so they lined up perfectly because I had put the snowman up on the foam tape. And then I went with a small light bulb stamp that I had in my stash and just stamped 3 little light bulbs. Then I have my clear glitter glue that has the same kind of sparkles in it or the same glitter colors. So I wanted that to match with the little peel offs. But what I really like by accident is sorry, my mouth is like wanting to not talk anymore. Um, but it has the same green undertone to it as the holly berries. So that was sort of an accident. I wasn't thinking of that. And then when they catch the light, you can see it's got like that greenish tint. I don't know that that's showing on camera, but that's what I see with my eyes. And then to kind of frame it, I brought in some more of the blue ink that I stamped the light bulbs in and edged the whole card. And that's also what I had edged the snowman in to lift him up even more from the paper, because even with the foam tape, with him being white like that, it would have gotten lost in the background with the white cardstock. So that is how I made card number 4. And then for the final card, and again, I'm keeping it minimal supplies, really simple. Nothing I did here is really complicated. So for the final one, I used another piece of leftover paper from last year's card making kit. And it's like basically like the snow pattern with a gray background. Then I love the postage stamp image with the wreaths, and I'm so glad I was going to use them for something else, and I would be sad now that because they would have been gone. But I came in with a black pen. It's not an alcohol marker. I don't even know what brand this is. I think it's just a generic set I picked up somewhere, but I really like it for edging things. And it's not alcohol, if I didn't already say that. So I filled in the areas that would be the edges of the postage stamp just to kind of, because they were uneven, it kind of didn't look right where there was like extra white on the edges. I couldn't cut it. You really can't cut it along the edges of the postage stamp, where it's I don't know. I'm just going to stop right there because I'm going down a well. In any case, I filled in the areas with black to highlight the postage stamp, but to fill it in and make it look more uniform, is what I'm trying to say. Then I backed it on an extra scrap of that same dark silver pearlized paper from last year to accent it, if that makes sense. So this way, that black really pops against that gray, and the gray lifts it up from the background. Because I just love that little pop of color, and you have all the other muted tones going all around it. I used the small Joy silver foiled sentiment that was again in the Winter Wishes card making kit. Then in the gemstone pack that she included with the Winter Wishes kit, I was able to find 5 of the square red gemstones, and I thought these are perfect. They complement the square shape of the embellishment, and they give a little pop of color, but it doesn't overlap or overtake the focal point, if that makes sense. So, and then for an extra added subtle detail, I used a dark green Love from Lizzie peel off. It's the metallic pinstripe. And then I came in with a red metallic pinstripe in the thinner width for red to also echo the red and the green in the wreath. And that's how I put this one together. Really simple, really easy. Again, simple can sometimes just work beautifully. So that completes part 2 of the 5 cards I had intended to make in the live stream. So this is again part 2 from the live stream, so to speak. And then just for grins and giggles, I will bring back in the first 2 that I made in the live stream. And like I said, there's I was having issues getting the original live stream. I don't know if I missed a setting or what happened, but it took forever. It didn't work right, so I just went ahead and made a copy. So that's up and running if you want to go back and watch the live stream for part 1 where I made these 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that concludes my celebration, the next round of the celebration. And like I said in the live stream, I'm not done yet. There will be some more videos showcasing the different card making kits and paper collections for the ones that are not only on sale, but the ones that I also have in my stash. I don't know how many I'm going to have, so that's why I'm not really numbering them, because I don't have a set amount. So stay tuned, everybody, and I will be back with celebrating Dawn Shiny Silver Treasures collections, and all of the promo codes that I spoke about in the live stream are going to also be in the description, so you can use all those links, take advantage. The drawing for that gift card to use over Black Friday weekend, that is going to be ending on the 20th. So if you want to get in on that, go to the Shiny Silver Treasures website. That's www.shinysilvertreasures.com, and make a purchase to get entered. It doesn't matter how big or small. Just if you make a purchase from now through the 20th, that will automatically get you entered for a drawing to win a gift card to use over Black Friday weekend. So take care, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. It is so much fun hanging out. I know I say that all the time, but it remains to be true. So take care, stay safe, like I said, and I will definitely be seeing you in the next video.